Okay, we are ready to go. So, good evening and a very, very warm welcome. Thank you for joining us today for our session on how to understand how to be financially successful. Yes, you've taken the first step. You've joined in today. You've joined the webinar on understanding the financial success model, which will give you a little bit of clarity on your finances, your money. This session is about you, your money, and your dreams. Before we go on, though, I would like to talk a little bit about Sipping Thoughts. Sipping Thoughts is a multi platform media company that was co founded by me, Sukirti, and Meeta Gudgutia. It was set up keeping in mind the tagline Real Women, Real Thoughts. We are a no judgment platform in which we want to create a network of women for women. We believe in empowering women with the right tools and knowledge so they can use their learning for their own and others' upliftment and betterment. Sipping Thoughts is available on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and please do check out our website. About Women on Wealth, the partner that is bringing you this amazing presentation today. It is a financial community created to enable women to make independent financial decisions. They provide sessions and events to build consciousness around money. It fulfills a beautiful and important goal that no woman has to struggle with financial issues alone. Their life changing programs have been delivered successfully to blue chip companies and to many, many individuals. And today, our facilitator, Priyanka, we're very, very excited to have her with us. Priyanka
Thank
was a
you.
postgraduate in business journalism. She decided to leave her job at the Press Trust of India to impact the financial journey of many women like herself through the Women on Wealth platform in 2011. She has been personally mentored by Cherie Blaire Foundation for Women. Among her mentors are Mrs. Neeru Tiwari, one of India's earliest and successful stock investors, and Mr. Gautam Gupta, an expert in debt funds. Priyanka is constantly upskilling in wealth creation tools and techniques such as stock market analysis, behavioral sciences, and better building business models. Her work has been featured in several leading publications, including Entrepreneur, Femina, Huffington Post, Shearers, amongst others. So we're very excited. Welcome, Priyanka. So
Thank
glad
you.
to see you and be with us. Some do's and don'ts, some house rules. Yes, you are all on mute, but that doesn't mean we do not want this session to be interactive. So please keep chatting with us. Please keep sending us your questions. Keep sending us your thought. Sheetal will be collating all of your questions, and Priyanka will try her best to actually answer them all. So, with that, but please, I do request keep your questions to the topic and to the point. And as always, we ask you to forgive us for any technology glitches. And without further ado, take it away, Priyanka. I think we're so excited today. It's one of my favorite
Got
topics,
it.
money, money, money.
Got that, Suki. Thank you so much for having us on your privileged platform. It's an absolute privilege. Thank you. And warm welcome to all my women who've come here. You all could have been anywhere else. And you're choosing to spend this 1 hour in building yourself as a financial success informs me that you're really committed, else you would not spend your precious 1 hour here. So thank you for doing that. Know that this is completely appreciated. Now I would invite all of you. I can see many of you have joined. So whenever you see me reading something, know that whenever you see me looking on my right, know that I'm reading names and chat. Know that I'm not distracted at all. For this 1 hour, I am with you completely. So I want to welcome some people: Aditi, Ambika, Amrita, Anjana, Anupama, Arusha, all of you, Dimple, Dollar, Suman, Regida, Shobna, everybody, thank you for joining in. For all the names that I've not managed to take, there are so many of us, almost 40 of us here together. Can you start typing which cities you've joined in from? Let's start. Let's start the conversation with exactly we are from. Got that? Delhi, Pune, Sudha. Okay, Vishakhapatnam. Asha is from Pune. Richa, Gurgaon. Anupama, Bangalore. Wow, so we already have Kuwait. Asha. Suman is from Punjab. Janvi is Kolkata. Virat is from Warangal, Telangana. Got that. So we have Assam, Mauritius, Kuwait, Kolkata, Bhopal, Bangalore, Pune, Vishakhapatnam. Oh my God. So many different locations in one place. Lonavala. Got that. Delhi. Thank you for logging in from such places. I mean, such different locations, and all of us are together today. What an absolute pleasure that is. So, thank you for starting the conversation from diversity. I think that's where it actually begins, us in different locations doing different things and yet coming together to upskill. Thank you, guys. So, thank you for saying that. And now let's move on. So, over the next 60 minutes, I'm going to give my best. And your job is to derive value for from whatever I create inside the financial success model. Are you ready? If you are, type ready. Got that, Suki. Ready. Pooja, Damini, who else is ready? Absolute ready to take charge today. Got it. Naga, Richa, Rachna, Shobna. Is that it? Are just the 10 of us ready? Got it. Anjana, Amrita, Neha, Madhu, Dollar. Yes, Asha. Got that. So we are all ready. So this webinar will run for now 60 minutes. And if you have any appointments, I suggest you let them know that you're busy for the next 1 hour and you will not make it, because this is about your financial success. And take pens and papers so that you can make notes. So I'm going to give you another 2 seconds. If you don't have pen and paper with you, just go grab one right away and say grabbed. Okay? You all have 2 seconds to grab a paper and pen. Got it, grabbed. So it's Rachna, Anupama, Asha. Got it. We have two Ashas. Got it. Richa, Dimple. Got that. Everybody has brought in a paper and pen. And guys, I'm going to answer all the questions in the end. So keep noting them down on the paper and you can put them up later and I will answer all of them in a while. Okay. So today, what you're going to learn in this webinar. So today you're going to learn these three things. You're going to learn the three phases of wealth creation, assets and liabilities and their roles. You will calculate your net worth and you will plan a route to your financial goals. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do today in the webinar. And by the end of this webinar, you will have absolute clarity on what action you need to take and how you need to go to the next level. And let me, before I introduce myself, let me give you a small stats on which Women on Wealth is built. Only 1 in 3 women in India take their own investment decisions. Only 1 in 3 Indian women take their own financial decisions. And out of those one, okay, 30% of them, yeah, only 30% of them do it with their own knowledge and understanding. Only 30%. So 1 in 3 women take their own investment decisions, and yet 70% of them do it depending on their husband, father, broker. Only 30% do it through their own understanding. So that's where we are, and at Women on Wealth, that's what we are here to change. So before I move any forward, let me introduce us. We are Women on Wealth, guys, and we help women take charge of their finances. So we run online financial training and coaching programs so that women can learn how they can manage their money and grow it effectively. We've now been operational for the last 9 years, and we have helped over 4,000 women. They've become debt free, have come out of living paycheck to paycheck. They today save at least 25% more than they ever saved. Many women have learned how to pick their own investment portfolios, how to pick their own mutual funds, what's the methodology to pick stocks, funds, and other investments. And they're recognized as the finance ministers of their house, and they're getting involved in major financial decision making in their families. So, this is about Women on Wealth, a little bit about me. So, if you ever thought you need to be from a finance background or from investment banking background to manage your own finances, I am a demonstration because I am from none of these. I've done my master's in journalism. I used to be a reporter with news agencies like the Press Trust of India, where I used to be a reporter and I used to have a great salary, which I used to spend on branded shoes, clothes, bags, because that's what I knew best. I always wanted to create wealth and I just didn't know how to do that. And I got a big shock when one of my male colleagues ended up buying a property. He was at the same position as mine, same salary as mine. And he ended up buying a property while I had not even managed to save that much money. So that's where my quest to wealth began. I thought the first person to take guidance from is my dad. And like all our dads, I got guidance to buy traditional investments. So I invested in PPF, fixed deposits, and I realized that the rates of return were really low, and I had big goals. I wanted to buy my own property in Delhi NCR, earn from my investments, ultimately build a corpus for my business. And I knew none of those goals were possible if I just continued to manage my money the way I was managing, handle it, invest it the way I was investing. I knew I had to take some different actions to get a different result. One of the different actions I thought about was to check with this male colleague of mine. And when I checked on him, he mentioned that he invests in the stock market. So straight I went ahead, opened a demat account, got myself a stockbroker, started buying and selling whatever my stockbroker told me to do, only to realize in 2008 that I lost 90% of what I had invested. And at that time, I was so sad and disgusted with what had happened that I thought wealth creation was not for me and that I will never ever make it. So I gave up on wealth creation. I just continued with my job and I just went on with the job. I was lucky. I was a journalist. I was a reporter. I used to go for press conferences, meet so many wealth creators. A lot of them became friends over time, and I ended up inviting four of them to guide me. So I invited a stock investor, a property investor, a serial entrepreneur, and a business coach. And when they began to guide me, they gave me little exercises to do, and financial clarity began to emerge in my life. Like I exactly knew how much money was coming into my life, how much money was going out, where that money was going, how much money I needed to reach my financial goals, what were my financial goals, how much I needed to invest where to reach my goals. My big success was when my mentor, stock investor mentor particularly, taught me a step by step methodology to pick good quality stocks. I learned that. I also learned how to pick good mutual funds, other investments, built an entire investment portfolio with my own understanding. And it was different. I started making 70,000 rupees in 120 minutes in the stock market, built a diverse portfolio, started earning from the portfolio, and I was earning more than what my monthly expenses were. And at that time, I knew that now I was free to take up meaningful projects in my life. So 2010, late December, I quit my job. And 2011, we started Women on Wealth. Today, we are a team of 6 people who run Women on Wealth. and there is no looking back for all of us. We've been published by the BBC News twice, Zee Business News Channel, Femina Magazine twice, Hindustan Times, Entrepreneur Magazine, Huffington Post, and a series of blogs. Also, Cherie Blaire, who is wife of Mr. Tony Blair, the ex-UK Prime Minister, she came from London to visit us specially and offered us the India partnership for the Cherie Blaire Foundation. And she also wrote about us personally in the Huffington Post. And now we nominate women from India for her foundation. So this is pretty much about me and where I come from. Can I now invite all of you to start typing? Why be financially successful? What is financial success for all of you? Can you start typing? What are your goals? What does financial success mean for you? Got that, Suki? Independence, freedom. Got that. So we're talking about being financially free. Okay. Wealth creation, Vandana. Not working for money. All right. Financial freedom, Mansi. Do what we want. Got that. Freedom of choice. Control over our own life decisions. No dependence. Wise use of my money. Got that. All of you who said financial freedom, financial independence, start um, writing what that means for you. Like what it will be, it will make possible for you if you get there. So you so Aditi is saying using money for higher purposes, fulfilling her dreams, financial security, building assets. As I'm single, got that, Ambika. Saving for the future. Okay. Making my dreams a reality, saving for my retirement, freedom to be what I want, power, independence, fulfilling my dreams, investing in my own self and children, financial independence. Money works for me instead of me working for money, okay? Fulfilling my dreams, living the way I want to, doing what I want to. Got that? Retirement, making my vision come alive. Huge financial support, using money for property, retirement for my parents. Got that? Got that? Great, guys. So now all of that, yeah, and it could be more. I mean, some of you have talked about buying your own property, financial freedom, financial independence, wise use of my money, having enough for retirement, having enough for my parents' retirement. None of you said buying that large diamond ring or probably taking my husband or family on an exotic vacation. So think big, okay? Come up with more goals and got that, creating my daughter's world of her dreams. Got that, Anupama? Rinku, got that. That's your dream. Varsha is watching us on Facebook and she's saying not to depend on anyone. Got that, Varsha. Rinku, buying my own house, taking trips abroad, supporting my parents, supporting a cause, traveling. Yes, now big goals, those dreams are coming ahead. Buying a big bungalow, helping others other than being independent financially. Got that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for openly sharing your goals. Means the world. Now tell us, what are the different challenges, financial problems that you're dealing with right now? If these are your goals, what are the challenges that you have right now in the accomplishment of these goals? So please start sharing. What are the challenges, the problems in the accomplishment of these goals? Okay? Okay. Rinku is saying, how do I increase my money? Now it's enough for daily chores and a bit of savings and child's present education. Okay, how do I multiply my money is one challenge that we have. Okay, got that. I don't have understanding of what goes into managing finances. Okay, so building an understanding of finances is another. Okay, lack of financial knowledge. Got that, Suman? I need money but don't know how to get it. Okay, not knowing enough about investments. How do I grow my money? Okay, so there's a common thread on how do I multiply my money. Not having enough understanding of finances, not having enough knowledge of finances. How do I clear my debts? Okay. And all my salary goes into it, payment of that. Not having enough savings. Okay. Not having right guidance for investments. Okay. No money left after the end of the month, after a little bit of saving. Got that? So very little left at the end of the month, not having enough knowledge, not having enough understanding of finances. mm, what else? Not knowing how to invest to multiply my money, how to keep my savings safe, generating multiple sources of income. How do I do that? I've invested in mutual funds with the help of a broker, but I don't understand it. Rinku, is that what you're saying, that you don't understand it? Looking for advice for additional income. Okay, so we have some of us who are talking about generating different sources of income. Yeah, two, three of us are asking the same thing. Limited knowledge. Yes, we talked about that. I depend on traditional mediums of investments. Absolutely, Damini, you've hit the nail. That's what we generally do. And I fear losses, fear of investment. Got that. Now, these are all the problems that we've come in to solve. Not having enough knowledge. Okay, fear of losing money stops me. Looking for prospects in education which are well paying. Okay, so you're looking for a job. Okay, got that, Asha? Okay, now if all these problems are what we're dealing with, what are the different solutions we have tried, guys? Could you guys start writing? What are the different solutions you've tried, and have they worked, not worked for you? So go ahead. Okay, what are the different solutions? Okay, I've tried mutual funds and they're growing slowly. Okay, I don't need jobs. I'm already an entrepreneur. I want to grow in this field. Okay, so growing as an entrepreneur. Okay, I have safe investments. Are these solutions? Have you tried these solutions? And if you've tried these solutions, example, you've tried safe investments, you've tried mutual funds. Yeah, like Anupma has written that they're growing slowly. However, her goal is to multiply her money with velocity so that she reaches her goals in time. So identify, okay, is this solution working for me? Or I see that, okay, this solution is not leading me to my goal. Okay. Usha from Facebook is saying, challenges, how do I invest my money? I'm able to take that money, whatever needed in any important circumstance, not getting stuck with bonded investments. Okay. Yeah, not making enough money through traditional investments. So this is a solution which is coming quite, from many of you, that you guys have tried traditional investments, but your money is not growing significantly. So I'm investing in mutual funds, investing in different sources of income. They've worked, but not that much as I need. Got that? So again, I've done investments, but they've not grown as much. Reliable sources to give us financial education is what. Okay, Suman, you want to know this? Okay, got that. Started with recording spends on my mobile app. Okay, so Vanna has tried this solution where there is recording of her spending, and she's also started a mutual fund and she's looking for passive income. Got that. Last year was the first time Ambika started an SIP and nothing more than that right now. Okay. Mutual funds growing at a slow speed. Okay, got that, guys. So mutual funds, traditional investments growing at a slow speed. You guys can see that you will not reach your goal if you continue to do this. So traditional mutual funds, okay. I'm a life advisor, want to grow. Okay. Solution is becoming the problem then. Okay. We have solutions now as time is running out. Yeah, of course, Sasha. Of course. We'll come to that. That's the purpose. Today we're going to talk about the three things. So, guys, that's those are some of the solutions you have tried, and this is what we keep doing. We keep trying what we know, and we keep getting what we get. So we don't get anything new from the same actions. If you keep taking the same actions, they will give you the same result that you have. So now the opportunity here in the session and at Women on Wealth with us, the opportunity is to explore what are those different actions I can take to get a different result. And in this webinar, I'll be offering you an opportunity for those of you who really want to take actions and become a part of this journey so that you're really supported in reaching those goals that you identified for yourself. And today, the first learning that I want everybody to take back, that finance is a system. Okay, it is a system that each one needs to learn and practice. So all of you need to be doing that. You need to get that it's a system. It's not a random activity that we can do. It's a series of actions when taken together gives you results. So that's the system many of our community members learned. Example, one of our community members who came with a debt of over 10 lakhs paid off her debt in 22 months of doing our financial program. Another community member, a doctor, never saved any money, never managed to save any money for the 40 years of her life. And in the last 18 months, she saved over 16 lakhs. So this is what's possible when you follow a system. Another community member of ours has generated a return of 75% of her on her stocks in the last 2 years that she's been investing through the system, through the methodology that we offer. Another community member had her father-in-law come to her, who handed her all the investments of the family and said, "You're the finance minister of the house." So that's what's possible even for you if you begin following the system. And that's why people get results. So let's begin with the first concept that we promised for this session today. And the first concept is learning what are the three different phases of wealth creation. So please start typing, please start writing. Yeah? Pen, papers, all of you have. The first phase of wealth creation is the accumulation phase, where you begin to accumulate the money. The second phase of wealth creation is the growth phase, where you begin to grow what you've accumulated. And the third phase is the income phase, where you begin to generate an investment income. Many of you talked about generating income. So that's the third phase of wealth creation. So accumulation phase, growth phase, and income phase. And guys, all these three phases run simultaneously. So it's not that first we have to accumulate many, many lakhs and then we will begin to grow them. And it's not that, now that we are growing them, we'll generate an income later. No, that's not how these phases in the world of finance work. all the three phases work simultaneously. So as you grow your money, as you accumulate your money, you need to be growing it. And as you're growing it, it generates an income, an alternate source of income for you. So that's how it happens. And now a lot of you talked about, how do I grow my money with velocity? What do I do? Let me talk about, in the growth phase, let me talk about the three top ways to grow your money. If you look at any wealth creator, if you look at any financially successful person, you will see that they've grown their money through these three ways. There is no fourth way that anybody has grown their money. First is, they invested in stocks. So the three top ways to grow your money are: number one, investing in stocks; number two, investing in properties; and number three, running your own business. These are the top three ways to grow your money. And all the three ways have different pros and cons. So let me talk about stocks. So stocks, you can begin investing even with 500 rupees. So it's not that you have to accumulate a lot of money to grow your money. So stock investing, us women, because we will typically not have many lakhs or crores to invest in. We'll begin from small amounts, and we could begin by investing in stocks through proper knowledge. The catch here is that there is a proper step-by-step methodology to pick stocks. And there is, mutual funds are also made up of stocks. So there is a step-by-step methodology to pick good mutual funds. So we need to identify the skills which are required for growing our money in stocks, identifying the right stocks, so learning the methodology for that. Number two, identifying the right time to buy and identifying the right time to sell. So these are the top three skills which are required for stock investing, and you can begin even with 500 rupees in your pocket, and you will see that the money will grow within 3 years. So I'm not talking about trading here. Okay, I'm not talking about trading, which is short term speculation or gambling. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually learning to identify companies which have strong financial health for long term investment, for wealth creation, for you to create a corpus for buying a property, or taking that dream trip, or building your parents' retirement fund, or building your retirement fund. So that's about stocks. The second way to grow your money is through properties. And we all know, living in whichever city, we all said we are from Kuwait, Delhi, Pune, Bangalore, Mumbai, different cities we've logged in from. In each city, we need many lakhs to start investing in properties. And given the market condition for properties pre-COVID, and now even during or post-COVID, it's not going to recover anytime soon. So how it occurs is that it's going to take a very long time for the property market to bounce back. So doesn't look like that. Do we have so many lakhs accumulated? Not sure. And do we want to kind of wait for so long after investing to see the money multiply? So that's about properties for now. And the skills that you require for properties are being able to identify a good location, being able to deal with all the brokers and the sellers and buyers who are not very easy people to deal with, especially for us women, and going to the registrar office, understanding the paperwork, because that's where the mastery is needed in the property investments. And next is business, which will take at least 5 to 7 years to generate a profit. So if you're willing for investing your time, effort, and money for that long, then yes, business could be an area you could consider to grow your money. And the skills which are required for any business are endless, from leadership to finances, team building, team nurturing, business planning, strategy building, marketing, sales. The list is endless. So whenever now I see all these three ways to grow our finances, reach our financial goals, I see for us women particularly, as stocks as the easiest one, because A, you require least amount of money, B, least number of skills, C, we can actually begin multiplying our money within 3 years. So the investments can generate great results in 3 years. And all of us can do this because it's simple, though we may not know how simple it is to learn it. But yes, you could trust me on that, and trust yourself to learn it on that it is simple to identify stocks. So, on this, I want to really say that one of our community members, she doesn't even come from a finance background, and she came and she took on stock investing as a career for herself. She said, okay, my goal is to become an ace investor. And that's what she took on about 3 years ago. And today she has generated even 30,000 rupees per month as an income from stocks. And she's doing long term investments. Many stocks, she has over 100% returns. How? Because she learned the system and applied it. So, like I said, you need to be learning it and then practicing it. And financial education is the key, guys. So let me share another aspect with you, that learning on your finances, or you know building wealth or reaching your financial goals, is an independent activity. Example, let me ask you a question. um, let's talk about our health. Like, can you diet for me? Just say yes, no. Can you diet for me? Can you exercise for me? No, right? None of you can. No matter how much I wish that you do it for me and I get the results, nobody can diet for me and I lose weight. Nobody can exercise for me and I become physically fit. The same is for financial fitness. So the same is for financial fitness. Nobody else can work on our goals for us. Nobody can help us become financially free or independent. It's us women who have to take charge. Just say agree if you agree with me on that. And you can choose to disagree also, which is fine. Got that. Vandana, Pooja, Richa, Rinku. Yes, Sheetal, we're responsible for our own selves. Naga, Sri, Anjana. Absolutely. Got that. Yeah. Asha. Yeah. We see a lot of mutual funds that hire the brightest, and still we don't get results. Yeah. Because it's us who are not taking charge. Yeah. So are you ready to take charge now, guys? Now that you know nobody else can do it for you. It's us who need to do it for our own selves. So say ready if you're ready to take charge. Yeah, got that. Got that. Everybody, yes, absolutely. How many of you, I mean, all the goals that you typed today, guys, how many of you have those goals? I'm sure these goals didn't show up in the session, right? You already had them in your mind. You already had them somewhere at the back of your mind. So for how long have you been having these goals in your mind? in your heart. 1 month, 5 months, 6 years, 20 years, lifetime. Start typing. Yeah, Richa got that. Years. Vandana, 6 years. Pooja, 5 years. Rinku, 1 year. Got that. Yes. What about others? For how long have you been having them? Several years. Got that. So, guys, this is what happens. We just keep these goals in our mind, in our heart, and yeah, we lost count, Anjana. Absolutely. Then we just lost count of the number of years, even. So, today, one of the actions that I definitely invite each one to take is resolve to start. So, are you taking that on? Yeah, like no more thinking about our goals, no more just saying that yes, I want to do this. Actually, can we get down to learning the system to make them happen? So say yes. If you're resolving right away, just say yes. Got that, Rinku, with so many yeses. Yes. Nasmita, Anupama, Anjana, Asha, Monisha, Pooja, Janvi. Got that. Shri. Got that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for saying that we're resolving to start. And now that you know about the three phases of wealth creation and the three top ways to make money, let me introduce you to one aspect of financial education, and that is knowing what are your assets and liabilities and what are the roles they play. So, guys, assets are anything which will increase in value over a period of time. So, anything which will increase in value over a period of time are called assets. And liabilities are those loans that you have in your life. So, loans which are taking money out of your pocket. So, this is a journey to financial consciousness that you can begin right now. So, can all of you start listing down what are the different assets you own and what are the different loans that you owe? So, let me give you some examples very quickly of the assets. They could be stocks, mutual funds, policies, schemes, fixed deposits, money lying in the savings bank account, money lying as cash, gold coins. Gold jewelry is never an asset, guys. It's never ever an asset. Um, yeah, some policies which you might be owning. So how many of you can make this list? In the liabilities, write down all the loans you have: personal loans, property loans, credit card loans, friendly loans, any of these. Can you start writing for yourself? How many of you do not know how much your mutual funds are worth today, or how much the policy that you invested in is worth today, or how much is your loan? House rent which is coming to you, so that is an income. Here you will write the property that you own, Virat. So your property will come to you. That you need
Hi, sorry, we've lost Priyanka for a bit. I think she'll just be joining back. Just give us a second. Yes, I think Sheetal has given us a good idea. Let's use this time to really write down our assets and our liabilities. I know. And I think an interesting question that was asked by Priyanka, do we exactly know what is the value of our assets? And it's in the liabilities, I think, yes, you may actually owe more than you actually know. School loans, any of these, please put them all down. Any type of loan that you may have. Keep thinking, keep writing. And even in the asset column, keep thinking about all your assets. So Priyanka has joined us again. So she's just connecting. Hi, Priyanka.
Hi, I am back.
Chat. Yes.
Thank you.
So we
Thank you. I just lost my connection and I've signed in from my phone for now.
no
Okay.
worries. We've had everybody
So
write their assets and their liabilities.
I was acknowledging Richard for being vulnerable. So thank you for your vulnerability in sharing that hey, I don't know what my mutual fund percent. Where
Priyanka,
do we
your voice is
stand?
still not coming clearly.
Okay, not coming clearly. It now. This has to happen. Like when we're analyzing, this has to happen.
No,
Can
your voice is still not coming clearly, Priyanka.
you it now? Any better?
Ma'am, please switch off your camera.
Priyanka, if you can hear us, switch off your camera and let's try it again.
Hi, is this better now?
Much better. Yes, thank you.
Yes, okay, got that, guys. Sorry for all these hiccups. Part of our online world, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Got that. So thank you. I've lost all the chats, guys. So in case you were putting anything on chat, I've lost all of that. So I want to acknowledge Richa. I think it was Richa who said that I don't know how much my mutual funds are worth. And this is exactly most of us women. Even if we have invested somewhere, we don't know what our current financial situation is. So when we are talking about calculating our net worth, we are talking about identifying our assets and liabilities. One of the important aspects is to know how much I have parked where and how much it has grown to in how many years. So these are the three aspects. Please write them down. That's why we brought all the papers and pens so that we can begin work. So what you need to identify? What are the different assets you own as a family, as an individual? How much did you invest in it over over whatever time period? So the next part is time period that you've invested for and how much it is worth today. And this actually gives you a percentage growth in your investments. So that's how you begin. And you need to go back to your statements. And I know sometimes it just looks so cumbersome reading these mutual fund statements or reading the stock statements. Even most of us don't even open our credit card statements because we don't understand them. And then what we need to do, instead of avoiding, we need to actually take charge and learn how to do this. Because only when we learn, we can actually reach those financial goals. Yeah? So the role that net worth, your assets, your liabilities pay in reaching your goals is very, very high. The role playing of these aspects is really important. So now that we identified some aspects, so did some of you manage to identify your net worth? Did some of you know all your assets, all your liabilities? Yes, no. Could you start typing, guys? Okay. Yes, not completely. Got that, Rinku. Takes courage to acknowledge that. Thank you for doing that. Anupama, you managed it. Partially, Arusha managed it. Got it, Arusha. Anybody else? Okay. Anjana. Richa has started listing, but she's not sure of the value. Got that, Richa? Okay. Anybody else? Did you manage to? If you didn't manage to, you could just write no. It's fine. It's absolutely okay to say, okay, I didn't manage it and it's fine. Not clear completely. Mansi, got that. Monisha, no. Or you could even see that, okay, I do not have any assets. I do not have any investments or liabilities. They're all in my family's name. I don't have anything in my name. This is also what I've seen with many, many women who participated in our training programs, that they actually didn't have anything in their names. Got that. Vandana did not manage to completely write this. Got that. Got that, Rita. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for acknowledging where you are today, right now. Yeah, most of our husbands are doing our investments. Yeah, Rashmi, got that. I do not have any investments at all. Got that. Got that. Most of us are told jewelry is our backup, which never is, because mostly our gold jewelry we're going to pass on to our daughters and daughters-in-law, and we're never going to ever sell them or generate an income after selling them. Never ever happens. Yeah, Rinku is saying, I don't even understand this. Got that, Rinku. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing. So guys, can you start typing? What's the cost I'm going to pay if I just continue to operate the way I'm operating with my finances? Could you start typing? What's the cost I'm going to pay? I have just a fixed deposits. I'm going to lose my dreams. Yeah, I'm not going to reach my dreams. If I don't have any savings, I ain't going to fulfill my dreams. I'm going to just keep losing money. I'm just going to be dependent. Yeah, got that. I'm going to be forever dependent. And that won't be a wise decision. I'm going to live a mediocre life. And guys, please start typing. How is that going to feel? How's that going to make you feel? I'll be at the same place year on year. Yeah, got that. Mansi, really honest. Everybody's been honest, authentic people in our session today. Thank you for the space, everyone, that you've created. I will not be able to generate wealth. I'll have low self-esteem. Yeah, I'll be stagnated. I'll fear for every step ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go one step behind, slow down. I'm going to feel insecure, helpless, worthless, resentment. There's going to be helplessness. Wow, worthless. I'm going to be very uncomfortable. Yeah. And maybe I'm going to be disappointed with my own self, with the resource that I am for myself. And I'm going to regret not taking actions, not really making choices which could help me grow financially. Yeah, even I like that. Moving backward. Yeah. And I shouldn't be dependent on others. Why should I be? I mean, if I can independently manage so many things, of course, I can begin on finances, right? Each one of you are such capable women. Each one, and I mean it. Yeah, I can't even imagine that time. Yeah, got that. Got that, guys. So let's talk about taking action today then. Okay. And before I talk about taking action, I have two questions for you. My first question is, how many of you realize that there is a lot more to learn as far as implementing this knowledge around finances is concerned? There is a lot more than what I shared today with you. Just type yes in the comment box if you think that there is far more. Yeah, got that. Rinku, Nesmita, Vandana, Anupama. So many of you. Yes, there is so much to learn, right? So much more. And now, my second question is a more important question. How many of you realize that by you not implementing this knowledge, you will be grinding and struggling for the rest of your life? You're going to try, you're going to do things the way you've been doing in the past, and or you're going to learn from your husband or depend on him or use the old methods that you've been using, and not using a proven system that works and implements that I showed you in the webinar. How many of you realize that you will, if you don't implement, you will just be grinding and struggling? Yeah, got that, Rinku? Yeah, Vandana, got that. Just type yes if you think yes, I'm just going to struggle. Vandana, Sri, Amrita, Nesmita, yeah, Anjana, Rashmi. Got that, guys. Thank you for acknowledging that there is much more, and using the same old methods are going to give me the same result. So we've designed this one workshop for you. If you can put that on screen, please, for us, Suki. We've designed this one small workshop, which is a beginner into giving women an access to their financial goals. So whatever you've learned with me in the last 1 hour, I will help you put that into action in this workshop. I'm going to share a step-by-step guide on how you can implement that. So before I go on to tell you more, I'm going to make this very clear that this is not for everyone. Okay. This workshop is not for everyone, guys. So if you're somebody who is feeling that this is not for you, this is not your cup of tea, this is not something that you will manage to afford, I'm totally cool about it. And so is Sipping Thoughts. We are absolutely okay about it. You can follow us on Facebook. We create a lot of Facebook Lives for free. You can attend them. So you can leave this webinar if you think this is not for you. Okay, I'm going to give you 1-2 seconds to just leave, because this workshop is really not for everybody. This is if you are somebody who's really serious and you're willing to make a decision today in this webinar, then type I am serious. Okay, and then I'm going to talk with only serious women. So just say I am serious. Ah, got that, Rinku? Got that? Yeah, Richa, Mansi, Rashmi, Amrita, Anupama. Got that? Dimple, Vandana, Rita, Vinotha, Asha. Thank you for saying that I am serious. And now I'm only going to talk with serious women, because decisions can change destiny. And women who decide without sitting on the fence are the ones who will make progress in their own money lives. And I want to talk with only those women who are ready to make a decision right now. So I'll tell you from my side that, whatever I offer in this webinar today will be the best value, best that I'm going to give you, because even if you give me 1 rupee, I'm going to give you back 10 rupees in value, and mark my words for that. So thank you. I just needed your permission before I tell you more about this workshop of ours. and you've given me the permission to explain you more about it now. So I'll share all the details with you, and you can decide for yourself whether it is a yes or a no. And for me, it does not matter. It is what you are going to do for yourself and for your life. So, you know, can you put that on the screen, please, again? Okay. Thank you. So this workshop, guys, is called Getting Started with Investments. And this is a financial education initiative of ours where you get started with investments with us. Okay. In this workshop, what you're going to get in this session is you will get a tool to learn about different kinds of investments, how to put them together in a systematic way, and build your investments from scratch. So I'm repeating this. In this session, you will get a tool to learn about different kinds of investments, how to put them together in a systematic way, and build your investments from scratch. The key things that you will take away from this workshop are building an investment portfolio from scratch, number one. Number two, how to diversify your investments. And number three, how to track it. So I'm just copy pasting the three takeaways from this workshop in the comments section for you to see. And this is my favorite workshop because women get to build an investment portfolio from scratch, how to diversify your investments, and how to track them. So this is what you learn in this workshop. And this is a special workshop that we've created for with Sipping Thoughts, and it's a gift. And how many of you just love gifts? So just type love gifts. Just type that. I love gifts. Yeah. So this is a gift that Sipping Thoughts and Women on Wealth is bringing together, because guys, we do not do small workshops. We run complete training programs, but just for our Sipping Thoughts members, we are bringing this special workshop to our workshop. So you could book now. The link is right here to book, and the total program fee is 1,150 rupees. So go out there right away, okay, and book your seat. And if you book your seat right away, I have a special gift for all of you. So I really want to see how many of you are taking action in the next 5 minutes. And if you complete your transaction in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you more. So write, give me more in the chat if you want more. Got that, Mansi. Thank you for saying, give me more. Yes, Janvi. Got that. Damini. Oh. So we're going to give you one more bonus for being in action. So guys, complete this in the next 5 minutes. Commit to your growth for this fail-proof blueprint. Because the only way you can fail in our system is when you don't take actions and when you quit. So if you are somebody who's planning to quit, if you don't want to take actions, then we don't even want your money. Okay, because we're really looking for committed people who are going to take actions. And if you're somebody who is wanting to get rich quick, then know that this system is not for you. You can go and try something else, because this system requires hard work, dedication. It requires your time, effort, your energy. so that you can make your goals happen. So, how many of you are with me in this? Could you say with you? If you're with me, you're listening, just say with you. Got that? Mansi, Suman, Virat. Who else is with me? Janvi. Okay. Rashmi, Pooja. Got that. Got that. So I just wanted to make sure that it's clear for you that I've set the expectations that this work is not about getting rich quick. I don't personally believe in that at all. I believe in putting the work, putting in the system, and then letting it grow our finances for us. Got that. On that note, could we have any questions? And Suki, you can tell us if anybody went and registered. Yeah, you can
I
put
will
it in the
definitely
chat.
tell us.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what I would like
Any
to ask
questions?
is, I
Sure.
know you said that people need to get started. So is the first step just understanding your finances before we even think about getting started?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the first step. It's about understanding investments, understanding our current financial situation, and bringing clarity on our goals. That's the first pack that we need to know before we jump any further to growing our money.
So Rinku says
That's
she's done. Manisha has done. Yay.
yeah. Rinku, welcome to my world. Warm welcome. Monisha, got that. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Richa, warm welcome. Anupama, warm welcome to my world of taking charge of your finances. My women, thank you. Thank you for really doing that. Tells me how you really resolved today to get started. No more procrastination, no more waiting. Got that, guys. Thank you for doing that.
And for those of you, please do, we will be sending you the link. Please do register because like Priyanka has said, you have to build a system. I mean, I think a lot of us are waiting that wealth will just happen. Or we just think that by doing nothing, somebody else will take this pain from us. No. Unfortunately, I have a MBA in finance, and I will tell you, I mean, and that too from probably a very prestigious university. It is not easy. What we learn there and actually getting into the action of saying, yes, I'm going to start managing my money, understanding my money. This is actually the first step that all of us women can take to starting to become
Yeah.
financially independent. And that's one of the goals, like what even that Sipping Thoughts has, that how can we enable more and more women to become empowered? And one of the things that we're hearing is that financial freedom is actually the base also of empowerment. With that, I would like to close and I would like to take the last tip from Priyanka before we sign off. Priyanka,
Sure. Shobna is getting some error from the end of her bank.
her
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Sure, Shobna, you will be sent an email to register, and these are our Women on Wealth links, everybody on the comments. And you can follow Women on Wealth, especially on our Facebook pages. We run a lot of free Facebook lives. So come and take advantage of what we are offering. We are doing a lot of free activities. Example, we are decoding the business newspaper every Tuesday and Friday for free. We are running My Investment Mastery series every Thursday, 5 p.m. on our Facebook page. We run a very successful Women on Wealth Money Book Club for women only, and that runs for free every Wednesday at 5 p.m. So all of these activities are happening during the weekdays because we want to really bring forward for all of our women that working on our money life is a weekday activity. It's not a weekend activity. So let's really take that on. And that is exactly the thought I want to leave you with, that your goals require you to be in action, and they require you to be in action not just around earning money, but actually around making that earning work for you. So make that happen, my women, because each one of you deserve your financial dreams and your financial goals. So make them happen. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well,
And
thank you.
take charge. And Suki, thank you so much for having us here, because had you not offered your platform generously to us, we would have not made a difference to so many women that we made to. And we are on a mission. Women on Wealth is on a mission to make 50 lakh women financially educated by 2030. And you are this one hell of a woman who is making a difference and who is making sure that Women on Wealth reaches this mission. So thank you. Know that I'm extremely grateful for you giving this platform to us and giving us the opportunity to make a difference. Thank you.
No, it's a pleasure to partner. And thank you all for joining us. We've given a lot of the links. I will send it also out in the email so that you can have it. Like Priyanka said, there's a lot of free content that is also available, both on Sipping Thoughts, and it's also available on the Women and Wealth Facebook page. So please do follow it. Please do, if you're very, very serious, please do sign up and start thinking about investing and actually growing your money. With that, I wish you all a very, very good night, and let's get started.